Hey guys, Nexie here. Welcome back to Sipp'it number 8 and number 9 of the Mystery Gift Holiday Countdown. I hope you enjoyed this series. It's been an adventure trying all these different beers that I'd probably not normally buy just alone at the liquor store, and it's a great experience. Before we go on into my tastings, I think you can attest to this fact is that typically when you go out to try beers, you usually fall into a category where you're trying the same things. And what's unique about this mystery gift box and the Sipp'it series is that each day there's a different beer and a different variety, and it's pretty exciting. It'd be neat to be able to do this with a wide variety of different breweries aside from just two, but hey, you never know what can happen in the future. So anyways, I hope that you are enjoying this series. Please leave your comments. I enjoy listening to them and I do comment back. And of course, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Anyways, so we're going to move on to Sipp'it number 8, which is Central City Brewers Pale Ale. So I am expecting a traditional pale ale style to come out of this. It's kind of nice to come back to a more traditional style, something that we're all comfortable with. Let's pour this out. So this pale ale is coming in at 5% ABV. I'll hold it up to the light. You can see that it's quite light in color. There's a beautiful head on that. Nice and pillowy, small tight bubbles. I don't know if you can see the carbonation there, but really great carbonation. Really nice light citrus aromas coming off. Mild sweetness. A little bit of tart bitterness coming out of the aroma. This one's looking good. Let's dive in. Great mouthfeel for a pale ale. You're getting some sweetness there. It's clearly some sort of crystal malt in there. I'm assuming pale malts. I'm not sure what would else be used as a base malt on this. Maybe two-row. There's maybe a hint of nuttiness. I doubt it would be Munich malt. So either a pale malt or a Maris Otter pale. A lot of bitterness. A little bit more so than I'd expect out of a traditional pale. Getting some good bittering there. Again, you get the citrus in the aroma and a lot of bitter, but it's quite tart actually. Surprisingly, it's a nice beer, but it kind of leaves a bit of a pasty taste in the back of your throat. Great body on it. Great carbonation. Quite bitter for a pale. This would be a good drink. Like I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but maybe not necessarily what I would expect or enjoy while drinking a pale ale. It's kind of on that borderline creeping into the IPA bitterness type of thing without the massive amounts of hops. So you just get that bitter. Again, some citrus, so I'm not sure if out of the tones if citra hops were used or what. I guess I'll have to look that up later and post it in the comments below to find out what's actually in this beer. What does it say on the bottle? Oh, it says right on it, using Maris Otter barley from England and hops from Washington, Yakima Valley. Bold pale ale has citrus aroma and full malty body. giving a distinct character designed to inspire the beer connoisseur in all of us. So, not bad, not great for a pale. Beautiful color, great carbonation, decent lacing, a decent overall beer, but not super exciting. So let's move on to the next one. Paparazzi Lager. Also, this is by Parallel 49. It's described as a West Coast lager at 6% ABV. Let's pour that all in there. You got a nice bright lager color, kind of straw, very clear, great carbonation. Look at the head on that. Very nice. You get that nice breadiness that you'd associate with a lager, with lager yeast. You're getting a lot of the malt coming up, the malty sweet aroma. Very subtle hops. Almost a peppery spice coming out of that. Well, that's very interesting. And you can see that head retention, even on a lager, is very unexpected. Great carbs still bubbling up. Let's dive in. Very clean, malty, nice subtle bittering. It's almost got a hoppy vibe to it. You almost get that hint of like pine or whatever that's being left behind in the aftertaste, and then you get that little tart bitterness from hops that maybe you wouldn't expect in a nice clean lager, but it makes it interesting and complex. Getting some sweetness through the beer. Nicely balanced. Maybe a touch on the bitter side. Great color, and look at that head is really stuck around. This is impressive for a lager. So let's see what this Paparazzi lager is all about. So its ingredients are Zythos and Antinum hops, pale and pilsner malts, and crystal malt. So yeah, again 6% ABV, 43 IBUs. So there is some bitterness in there for sure. Again, this is a nice beer, unique for a lager, I think. Complex, and you can see, look at, we still got a pillowy head just floating around in there. This is interesting. I think I would try this one again. The pale ale, I'd probably try that if it was in a pack. Decent and nice, nothing wrong with it, but it's not something I would go out of my way to try. So, thank you for watching another Sip It, and we'll see you soon. This is Greedy Dragon. Come on over, pull up a chair, and have a beer with me. Cheers!